Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm going to be continuing with my custom archetype Animeta. The reason being is because I added new support for the archetype, so I want to have a chance to be able to showcase you the cards that I added, and I want to be able to play test it for myself. But moving forward, my opponent starts off with his spell card, Emergency Assassination, which if he controls a monster, allows him to special summon an assassin from his deck, but banishing as well as banishing the top 5 cards from his deck to the banish zone. But I feel like either way, even though that seems like a hefty cost, there's a chance that he might be able to retrieve those cards. And another powerful effect, a raccoon allows him to special summon an assassin from his deck to the field in defense position, but he cannot conduct his battle phase. And one thing I noticed the error in his pictures is that they have pop-ups. I noticed there's like a few of them, like 3 actually, 4. To be honest, that ruins the legitimacy of the artwork of the cards, because it seems like he just simply took the pictures, like saved a picture from Google and added as if it's his own archetype, as if it's his own artwork, but it's really not. Even though I can't really talk though, but it just doesn't look professional. But he uses his explosive assassin's effect, I assume, or no, he actually special summons chicken on its own. We still have to wait for Assassin's Effect before it does anything. Although he already placed an assassination counter on it for every banished card. So here he's gonna use Dog's Effect. Since this is his first normal summon, he's gonna add 1 assassin from his deck to the field. From his deck to the hand, which will eventually go from the hand to the field, and then he'll summon the child. So basically a legitimate spam deck, which is pretty much easy to accomplish. And this is where he draws a bunch of cards, because if I do remember, he fusion summoned and he draws for each card that is banished, and the maximum he can draw is 5. So since he has more than 5, he can only draw 5 cards with Splinter. So to be real, it seems like a really broken effect because of how easy it is to banish. Some people may say it's difficult, but considering what the cards you make, you based on the design and the choices, then you realize it's not too hard to do. So, and then he summons another powerful monster, Mecha Assassin, and then Cyber Assassin's effect. I would have liked the archetype had it had better artwork, to be honest. It just seems really random. But either way, my turn spot was up, so I'm eventually going to pretty much get rid of my opponent's board. His hand is fire indeed, but does not prevent me from playing still. Because I'm going to use Uzumaki's effect, destroying and placing 2 pendulum cards into the pendulum zone from my main deck. So still waiting, let's fast forward here. So the cards I chose were Deku, Akame, and Kirito. First I'm in normal summon before I use my pendulum effects. So he doesn't have a response, just to be sure. I'm in the clear right now, so I'm about to do my shenanigans. Alright, so I'm still waiting on my pendulum effects, because before I pendulum summon I have to use their effects first, so I can make the most out of them. Alright, let's fast forward here. I'll use Akame's effect to draw 2 cards. And from here on out, I'm most possibly going to play Yusosuru from my hand. But first I'm going to place Natsu into the pendulum zone, special summon the Kirito's effect. Then his effect will activate. And it will destroy these 4 monsters. Waiting for a response. Let's fast forward. He chains returns to tribute. But it does not stop me from continuing my main phase. I still have monsters I can summon. But first I'm gonna activate Yusosuru. And I do apologize because at this point he's pretty much gonna lose this turn. He has no back row. He has no monsters then, unless he has hand traps, which I clearly doubt, since I can pretty much see what's in his hand. But that like goes to show it only I can only see it after the duel has been fit, after the duel is over. But I'm gonna retrieve Natsu again. So from here on out, I'm gonna pendulum summon 4 and have Lelouch to have that I have in the pendulum zone, because you'll see why. Because eventually I need something to in order to synchro summon into. Fast forward here, play, and then Uzumaki's effect will special summon Akame. I'm still in my main phase. He claims that my battle phase clearly isn't. I haven't finished my turn yet, so Kame will pop one of my cards, which will be Natsu, and I draw 2. And my last Natsu that I drawn into plus Ryusel, this will definitely help for sure. I'm gonna use Lelouch, turn one of my monsters to a tuner monster. I'll be able to use Elric's effect that I synchro summoned into to add his torrential tribute. Play the card. I'm gonna use Yusosulu's effect. It's gonna activate, allowing me to special summon Lelouch. So I'm gonna go into a link summon for Motoko. Another link, a fusion summon with Zero's effect. And I'm going to play Ryusou, and I'm allowed to draw 2 since I special summon 2 monsters from my extra deck to the field. But they have to be extra but they have to be extra deck face up in order for me to activate the card. Alright, let's fast forward. Let's go into another link 3. It's going to be Gilgamesh. My mistake. Let's go into another link monster for the link 3 Gilgamesh. This eventually will end at some point on. And I'm just going to attack him for game. Even though I could have chose to XC summon, but it seemed like a quick duel. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content in the future. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.